Word Laos.
Welcome to Travel Talk, brought to you by the Hotel Guide, the global voice of luxury and boutique hospitality. Featuring Edward Leos.
Welcome back to Travel Talk. I'm Edward Leos, and today's episode is a little different. We're not just talking about destinations, we're talking about a shift that is quietly redefining luxury travel, and more importantly, redefining what it takes to lead in this space. We've just released our newest issue of the Hotel Guide, and this one truly matters. Not because of where it takes you, because of what it reveals. Because if you're paying attention, you're really going to notice something. Luxury has never looked better. And yet, man, it's really starting to feel the same. That's the tension. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack today on this episode. Let's start with what's really happening at the highest level. Luxury is expanding rapidly. More properties, more brands, more capital entering the space. On the surface, that should really elevate everything. But here's the reality. It's creating saturation. Walk into 5 different luxury hotels around the world. And really, what do you see? You see beautiful design. You see great and thoughtful amenities and polished service, but increasingly similar experiences. That's design convergence. The aesthetic has been mastered. Now layer on top of that things like technology, CRM systems, AI-driven personalization. Hotels are really getting very good at delivering highly consistent quality experiences. That experience parity. So now we have a landscape where everyone looks exceptional, everyone delivers well, everyone really checks the box, and yet there's something missing. And that missing piece is emotional connection. This is the gap most brands don't see, because you truly can engineer an experience, but you can't manufacture meaning. And this is where the next era of luxury will truly be defined, not by who has more, but by who makes people feel more. Now, this is where the new issue of the Hotel Guide truly becomes important, because it just doesn't showcase beautiful places. It highlights properties and destinations that are getting this right. That's the key. Let's start with wellness. At places like Rancho La Puerta, wellness isn't an amenity. It's truly a philosophy. It's embedded into the environment, which what separates you, into the rhythm of the stay, into how guests reconnect with themselves. And that's not something you can replicate with a spa menu. That is truly culture. Then you have properties like La Casa de la Playa. This is where design truly meets intimacy. It's not about scale. It's not about excess. It's about restraint, about creating a space where every detail feels intentional and every moment feels truly personal. That's a very different kind of luxury. And then we can expand to our amazing destinations that we featured. The spring features in this issue aren't just about where to go. They're about how to experience a place, movement, seasonality, connection to culture. This is truly experiential travel, not as a buzzword, but as a deeper layer of meaning. And when you step back and look at all of this together, a pattern emerges. The properties that stand out are not the ones doing more. They're the ones doing something more meaningful. So what does that mean if you're leading a hotel or a brand or even a portfolio? It means the game is changing. You can no longer compete on features alone, because features can truly be replicated and copied. You can no longer rely on design alone, because design is converging. And you definitely can't rely on visibility alone, because visibility without substance leads to commodization. The new competitive edge is feeling. How does your guest feel when they arrive? How do they feel during their stay? Man, also, what do they carry with them after they leave? That's where brand loyalty is built. That's where pricing power is truly protected. And that's where true brand authority is established. because ultimately, culture will always outperform decor, and authority will always outperform attention. So, as you explore the new issue of the Hotel Guide, I truly encourage you to look beyond the surface. Yes, the destinations are exceptional. Yes, the properties are beautiful. But more importantly, pay attention to what they're doing differently, because that's where the future is. If this conversation resonates, whether you're building, evolving, or repositioning a luxury or boutique brand, I'd welcome the dialogue. And if you haven't yet, take some time to explore the issue, not just for inspiration, but for insight, because the brands that understand this shift early will be the ones that define what luxury becomes next. Thanks for listening. And as always, follow us at thehotelguide.com. Like, comment, subscribe. And again, if this resonates with you, reach out to me at erleos@thehotelguide.com. Would love to chat, would love to help your property, and enjoy the latest issue of the Hotel Guide. Remember, travel, make memories.